Hello and welcome to the final episode of Cherry Street Chat of the 2025 to 26 school year. As always, my name is Diego Dumlao. I'm the host here and also the sports editor for The Spectator. Today, I'm joined by 6 very special guests. I'm going to actually let you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves if you want to go ahead and do that. We'll start with Leila.
Well, hi, I'm Leila. I'm the editor-in-chief of The Spectator.
Hi, I'm Hadia, and I am the managing editor of The Spectator.
My name's Natalie. I am the digital media producer for The Spectator.
I'm Matthew. I'm the social media manager for The Spectator.
I'm Kaitlyn. I'm the copy chief and online editor at The Spectator.
I'm Keagen, and I'm the arts and entertainment editor at The Spectator.
Okay, all right.
I wonder who we work for, guys.
yeah, wait. Do we work for The Spectator?
No.
Okay.
Spectator mentioned.
So-
No, I just stumbled in this room.
Yeah, I just walked in here. I actually don't know why.
This
Random.
looks cool.
Okay, so obviously we are here today because in 2 weeks you guys will be walking across that stage over at Climate Pledge Arena. And, you know, I just want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit before you guys leave.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So, okay, first of all, could you guys talk a little bit about, you know, how you got involved with The Spectator? Yeah, I mean, Leila talked about it last year, but you can talk about it again.
I did, yeah. I to briefly summarize how I got involved, I was a part of a student newspaper in high school. The way I joined that was kind of random too, but I really liked it. I liked writing. I liked doing design. I knew I made some of my best friends at that high school student newspaper. And so when I came to Seattle U, I was like, I still want to do student journalism.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. And I showed up to that Monday, like my very first week of being at Seattle U, but the Spectator meetings hadn't started yet. I just went on their website and they were like, we meet every Monday at 7 p.m. So I said, okay, I'm going to be there. And I walk in, and one of our previous editors, Nasia, was sitting on the couch, also there for the Spectator meeting. And she was like, oh my gosh, hey, are you here for the general meeting? I was like, yeah. And we talked about how we were both like, just getting started. We were both freshmen, and then one of the editors comes out because they hear us talking to each other, and they're like, we don't actually have a meeting tonight. You have to come back next week. And so I don't know, I think it's kind of a funny tidbit, just like how excited and dedicated I was to be at The Spectator. And I showed up the next week, and I don't think I've missed a meeting since then, really. I mean, maybe for
Except
like
for 2
a
weeks ago.
concert, but except for 2 weeks ago, which was also because I was at a concert. So, but yeah, I've been around since.
Yeah. I will say, Caleb, if you're watching this, Leila was the one that recruited me to The Spectator my freshman year last year. And now that Caleb's not here, I can just say it outright. No, I'm kidding. I love you, Caleb, if you're watching.
should
But-
Send
Caleb
the
was
link to
more
him.
like Diego's mentor, though. I got
Yeah.
Diego here, and then Caleb like really took Diego
Yeah,
under his
Caleb,
wing.
yeah,
So.
definitely. And you know what? I'll be in Minneapolis in the summer. I wonder if he's gonna go back though. I don't know.
I doubt it.
But if he is, I'll you know what? I'm gonna
He's got
text
a real
him.
job.
I'll text him.
Yeah, he's in our newsroom now.
Yes, shout out Apple Valley News. He just anchored for the first
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and that was really cool. So yeah, shout out Caleb. I miss you. Text me. Okay, Hadia.
Okay, I went to The Spectator because of Professor Carlson, her media systems class. It was a requirement to go to some sort of media-related club or org, I guess. And so I went to The Spectator. I came to the first meeting last year, and then I came like 2 times after that. And shout out Reagan. I was with Reagan, and she made me raise my hand for an article, and I didn't realize that it was a feature article.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, the first article I ever wrote for Spectator was a feature article, and it was the energy drinks on campus.
Oh my gosh.
It was a really funny introduction because no one was replying to anything,
Oh,
and
no.
we couldn't find anyone to talk to.
Why do you give
Why
monsters
do you-
away for free?
Wow.
Radio.
No.
And it was like
Nothing.
the one time they like weren't on campus, and it was a whole mess. But it was a fun introduction, and I came back every week after that.
Yeah, my freshman year, I just showed up and was like, I need to get involved in something. I was standing in line for the elevator in Campion, and there was a poster for the Spectator, and I remember they were just like really bad printer paper, like not good design. We need people to come, designers, reporters, photographers, whatever. And I took design classes in high school. So I was like, at the time I was like, well, I don't think I could be a reporter, but I guess I could do design. So came to the very first meeting, and much like Leila,
We
never
were at
left.
that same meeting
Oh.
together.
I actually don't remember meeting you there at all.
Oh.
I know what I mean. I don't think I talked to anyone.
Yeah, my first memory
afraid.
of meeting
Valid.
Leila was when we did design together for the first time. But
Throwback.
yeah,
I forget that you were also like a staff designer.
Yeah, I did not do graphic design. I cannot draw for the life of me, but I would put the newspaper together, so that was fun with Natalie.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't remember anyone from the first meeting that I went to.
You kind of black out.
Yeah, like honestly, I think I sat
I-
down and then I
Got
just
up.
sat there. Yeah.
I didn't realize it was gonna be like a full meeting where like we were assigning stories. I thought it was just gonna be like informational.
Yeah.
Yes,
And then
yes.
Andrew Zadro, the editor-in-chief, our freshman year, was like, "Okay, here are our stories. Who wants to write?" And I was
Wow.
like, "What's happening?"
They were like,
What's
okay, raise your
happening?
hands. I was like, oh my god,
Oh,
do I have to raise my
yeah.
hand? Like, I was like, oh my god, what did I get myself into?
Yeah.
Yeah, similar experience for me as well. I also showed up my freshman year, but I didn't take any assignments. I went with my girlfriend, Annabelle. She's the lead designer right now.
Shout out Annabelle.
She's awesome. She went in there and she took a design her first meeting, and I was like, I'm so scared. But yeah, so for a while I wasn't even a part of the Spectator, but I came back in winter quarter because Annabelle was like, don't be stupid. You can do stuff for the Spectator. And I was really into layout design at the time.
Yeah.
And I still am. That is what I do primarily. And yeah, the lead designer at the time, Luca Del Carlo, he was
Shout out.
Shout out Luca. We're shouting out a lot of people.
he's awesome, like, quite frankly. He was just super friendly, and he kind of showed me what the whole program looked like, and I was able to work as a volunteer layout designer alongside Leila and Natalie at the time. So
Wow.
yeah, it was really cool. That was how I got started, and then I ended up being a staff designer the next year, and now I'm the social media manager.
Nice. Wait, did you made the energy drink design, right?
No, that was Annabelle.
Oh, okay. Well, still shout out Annabelle. That one just
Yeah.
like stands out to me for some reason.
Well, it's
But
it's just a really, really funny looking
So
graphic.
sweet.
you need that your
good.
opinion
It's
is
really good.
not
Yes,
garbage.
that's
Yes.
exactly
I
what I
want that
was
on a
gonna
t-shirt. Like, I
Yeah.
love that.
bring up,
Like, make
yeah.
t-shirts.
I do really like that one too.
Spectator merch.
Yeah, yeah.
Opinion section merch.
Yes.
That was the first thing I wrote for the Spectator as well. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I have a very different story because I joined her just this last year, my senior year. I'd heard about it every year, and I said, I should go to that, and I never did. But in my defense, I was really busy. But last spring, I was quitting rowing, not shout out athletics, and I was like, I need something to do
I
with
am the
my
sports
free
editor.
time, and Dr. Carlson sent an email out being like, the Spectator is hiring, and I was like, wow, that's like so cool, like it's totally not gonna happen, but I'll apply anyway. And I applied and I interviewed, and Leila took a chance on me, and I got copy chief and online editor, and I
One of
really
the best hiring decisions I ever made.
Like genuinely, you learned AP style so quickly,
Immediately.
and I'm still learning AP style. And so I was
Yeah.
like, that was very impressive.
Yeah, I'd never been involved in journalism ever before. I was just like a comms double major. So yeah, it was a really fun experience, and I really loved it, and I wished I had joined sooner, but everything happens for a reason because
Yeah.
copy chief was great. So
Yes.
I joined. Well, I wrote like 3 articles between my like freshman and sophomore year. I just like pulled up and I was like, "Huh, I'll do that," and I was like, "Wow, that was fun." And then I never came back. Except then I did because I was roommates with Leila. And it was like the night that
You guys were
and she was
roommates?
like,
Yeah, in Chardon.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we were
Really?
super duper roommates. Boom. And
You
it
were
was like the
roommates.
night, and they had been like, "You should apply for arts and entertainment editor," and like it was like the night that applications were due, and I was like, "I'm not gonna do it," and they were like, "No, like you'll regret it. Like you should totally do it." And I was like, "Sure." I'm like, I'm like 19. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. But then I did, and then I got it, and then I was like, "Oh my god, cool." And then I just like fell in love with it. I loved it so much. I loved working with everyone. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was cool to like work with reporters and like work with other people and learn like different things from everyone. And I was like, wow, this is so awesome. And I'm learning so much and everyone here is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a pattern of pressuring every single person I
That you
know or
meet.
meet to join.
It's true. And then I pressured other people to join.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
and
now
I've
here we
also
are.
pressured other people to join. Now one of my best friends is on the is in
Yeah.
the Spectator.
Yeah.
So
So,
it was all, I would have regretted it if I hadn't applied. It's
yeah.
very, I mean, yes, I
Yeah.
would have regretted it had I not applied. But I did apply, which I don't regret.
There
There we go. There we go.
You guys have been like mentioning so many like people that I don't know. Well, I've heard of them obviously, but it's so.
Spectator cultural
Yeah.
zeitgeist.
I've told us. It's a
That's
deep
an
cut.
inside
Oh,
joke.
It's a deep cut. You have to be on staff for
Cut
that
that
one.
out. Cut that out.
But
It's a banned word.
yeah, I've been telling this to my friends recently. It's crazy for me to think that the people that I know now like had lives before.
That's
So-
crazy.
so like I only know my time in the Spectator from last year to now, and so like I don't know. It's just a weird concept to me.
I
That's
had
just-
a similar thing happen when I was talking to, like, Dylan was interviewing me for the graduating editor's article, and I was also bringing up so many names, and he's like, I don't know any of those people. Because I also started off with a really deep cut of Matt Price, who no one else in this room knows except
yeah, I did
Leila.
not know
Old
Yeah.
sports
Yeah.
editor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your
yeah, I don't know.
ancestors.
Yeah, it was like, it's kind of crazy. And like a lot of the people at the Spectator right now like really only started last year too. So like people don't even know Grayson, which was the editor-in-chief before Chloe, as the editor-in-chief. So crazy.
Drummer in All Friends
True.
Here band, which Keagen is the bassist for.
True.
There's
He
so
was
much
my-
overlap
My
there
first
too.
editor he was a news, or like my second, I think. He was like my news editor. And then I like met him later when we put posters around being like, who wants to drum in a band? And then he pulled up.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Whatever
I-
happened to Fern?
What do you mean whatever happened? Oh, Fern did a cooking column
Yeah.
for A&E for a
But
little
then-
while called
Who?
Dormalicious.
Yeah, but then went
We hadn't
abroad.
heard about this.
Oh.
Delicious sounds
Abroad.
familiar.
We're doing it again where we bring up old things
Yeah.
that not
Yeah,
everyone
we got a
knows
bad
about.
case of the Eustace.
Here we were third wheeling.
And you know, I was thinking about this because now like the first years in the Spectator don't know like Caleb or Chloe and or like any of the graduating Abdullah. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they don't know them, and I'm like, wow, they seem so young to me. But I
You're
am
their age.
19. So
You're not even older than them.
oh my gosh, you know I was talking to a lot of my like first year friends, and they were like, yeah, Diego, when I first met you, I thought you were a senior.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, I
That's
thought you were
crazy.
so
Yeah.
old, and I was like, thanks. I was like, well, I don't know what to say to that
You
one,
just
but
had so much
You have, like,
professional
old
development
soul,
at the
like-
Spectator.
no, they just said I
already.
looked old.
Oh. There's that too.
That's not
I don't
nice.
agree with like either any of them. Well, you have
Yeah.
kind of an old soul, but I think
Yeah,
that,
you
like
have, like, an
you
old
have
soul
a
vibe.
youthful glow.
I do sometimes like Hadia will mention some like social media like trend or something, and I just won't know what it is.
See, because that you are old soul in that regard. So.
My For You page is just like dogs and baseball, and it's like,
Okay.
Wow.
That's very like
That's the
30-year-old
life.
man.
No,
yeah,
yeah.
I know. Okay, sorry, I went off topic, but I guess we'll go back to questions.
I guess.
You know, you guys again, you talked about a bunch of like articles that you wrote, designs that you did. Is there anything that stands out, like specifically for the editors who like have written a lot? Is there any like article that like really stands out to you from the time you've been here? Matthew's any design? Kaitlyn, is there anything that stands out to you? Is there anything at all? Yeah, I kind of just want to know if there's like something that stands out.
If there's something that comes to mind for you, go for it. I gotta think about
I
it.
gotta think.
I would say a couple. Honestly, like starting this podcast is one. That like working with Daniel and Caleb on it was super cool. Eventually getting Peniel Bear on the podcast
That was
also. And then I've had some like feature stories that I've written that also I feel like stand out. It's like I feel like the Sunborg one, the Peniel Bear one, the trans housing one, are, like all big things of like things that I've worked on that I think about a lot and I'm proud of.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
quite literally, I would not be right here if it wasn't for Natalie. So, shout out Natalie.
Yeah, so I did a design for this article, which the title of it didn't age very well. It's called Cracking Gen Z.
But is it actually?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's about the sort of social media presence at the last presidential election, and I did a design for it, and I think it was the first design that somebody has come up to me and said
Yes.
that design was really good.
I can see it in my head. It was
Yes, I'm pulling
really,
it up
really
right now.
good.
I
Wait,
like,
I want to
remember.
see it.
It's this one. It's the one that says
So fire.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
it's really good.
Fire.
Yeah.
Love that.
That one's notable to me because yeah, Milan came up to me at the Monday night meeting, well, afterwards, and he was like, I love your design. I think it looks great with my article. Another design, which is also coincidentally Milan's article that I did, was the Lee Center design, which
Yes.
ended up being very very recognizable to a lot of
Yeah.
people.
I remember you showing me like the like original
Wasn't it like the Lee Center, like
like the original design and then
Yeah. Yeah,
Glowing
that
with
was
the Lee
that was
Center.
really funny because I had made two versions of it where the Lee Center was either on fire or exploding, which it kind of still is exploding,
Chloe was
but
like, hell no.
in fun colors. But Chloe was like, that we can't put that in. It looks too scary. So
that's
yeah.
what it is now.
yeah, you can see it's still kind of exploding, but with
But it's not
culture
red.
and community.
Yes.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Yes.
How many words?
Community.
How many words can we throw in?
I'm sneaking it in.
Utilizing
Finding
those colors.
community.
But yeah, that one was a very recognizable one. One of the newest volunteer designers came to the Spectator and he was like, yeah, the Lee Center design was very inspiring to me.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my god, you know who you're talking to?
That's the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
and I guess the last thing that was notable for me was that I wrote my first like real article, which was on a furry marketplace event, which somehow also very recognizable. People, somebody emailed me about it.
Really?
Yeah, I got interviewed. They asked me questions because they saw my article, and I was like,
Wait, that's so cool.
if you're pursuing a career in journalism and you want to know about real journalism, you should talk to somebody else. But they were like, I thought your article was really interesting, and I was like, ah.
Huge
Yeah.
compliment for
Yes.
first ever article you'd written,
Yes.
like with
Yes.
interviews and sources.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super fun to write. It was very difficult. I applaud you guys for writing articles because it was really hard for me to learn. But it was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
But you wait.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
you
Who
did.
reached
Thank
out to
you.
you? Can you say? Is this secret?
It's
okay. You can tell us now.
Yeah, maybe later.
yeah, I
Cut
don't
the
know.
cameras. Cut the cameras.
All right, that's all for me.
That's good.
What about you guys?
Well, I only really started writing this spring because I felt the panic of I'm graduating soon and I need to have more stuff in my portfolio. But I think like the ones that stand out the most have to be my first ever article last fall, where I did a review of the movie Frankenstein and
That was so
inadvertently
good.
established my writing niche of Victorian novels turned movies that
Yes.
I review.
Yes.
So putting that English degree to use right there.
Let's go.
Um,
Nice.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone at the editorial board was really nice about my first article, and it was a review, so it was super fun. And then I've had a bunch of people, I just wrote an opinion about how we're not getting jobs. And I had a bunch of people come up to me after the fact and be like, I loved your article. It made me so
Yeah.
depressed. And
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I did my job.
Yeah.
Yay. But yeah, I felt like that was like a good like start and kind of cap, because I think that was my last article that I wrote for the Spectator. Wait, I'm doing something this week.
Yeah,
one
actually, right
more.
now
But it's a
Oh,
Q&A,
yeah.
so it's a little different. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was for me.
Okay, a few things. I think there was like a period when I first was A&E editor and I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing, and so I was just kind of writing like random crap, and I wrote like, okay, this is not necessarily something I'm proud of, but I wrote a crazy like 1,000-word Wicked review that was just like
Yes.
said very little of substance, but I was like, you know what, good for me for like writing that. And then I also wrote about my sophomore year, I wrote about the drag show, and then now my senior year I covered the drag show, and I was like, oh, that's like a beautiful bookend. And I
Yeah.
also wrote about the drag like watch party that they do at Tailwind Cafe, and so I was like, hell yeah. And then also I wrote my first feature ever, like, because I was never a staff writer, like last week or the week before, about our town and like the end of the Lee Center, the not explosion of the Lee Center,
Yes.
and yeah, I was stoked about that.
Yes.
And I think those
Thanks
are.
for doing that.
Oh my god! Of course,
Thank you.
of course,
Appreciate
for
you.
the first time ever. Yeah, those are my big ones.
Wanna
It's
go?
only you two.
I know.
I know mine. Do you want to go?
You go.
Okay. I was remembering I did a lot of like music reviews and stuff last year, and I remember I did a Kendrick Lamar review of his Super Bowl performance, and this was like when I realized that you guys met on Wednesdays and edited on Wednesdays, because I sent Diego, last year's sports editor Diego, I spent him Daniel. Oh my god.
I was like, what'd you send me?
Two people mixed up. I sent Daniel because I think it was like opinion, and it was like I think like over 1,600 words
Oh my
or
gosh.
something, and I didn't realize that was a problem. And so I remember him at like 9 p.m. He's like, "Hey, I'm cutting a lot of stuff. If you want to check, you can check. Otherwise, it has to go." And I'm like walking from Chipotle, and I'm just like, "Oh, like looking through my phone," and I was like, "Oh my god." But so that was like the first time I realized that like Wednesday nights were a thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, wait, this makes sense that there's like a timeline and a process. But anyways, I really liked doing all of those, and like I liked doing my Met Gala reviews. But I'm also proud of like our Penny Alver piece,
Mhm.
and also the Cornish and Seattle U like acquisition update piece as well. I think those were like, I feel like I've done a good mix of like fun but also like serious genre pieces that like taught me a lot of like actual like journalistic skills as well.
Yeah. I think for me, it's so hard to like go back in the archive of my brain of what I've written, and I mean it exists on a website too.
Have you been here the longest out of everyone?
Natalie.
I guess
Or
me
you
and
have been
Natalie
here the
both
same amount of
have.
time? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There was a quarter where Natalie studied abroad, and then I was gone. But yeah, I think we've done the exact same
Yeah,
Quite
amount
literally
of
the
time.
exact same time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. It's a lot to go through, but I think for me, not a specific story, but just more so like the beat and what was just a really important topic to be covered that year was what was my sophomore year, 2023-2024 academic year, when the student-led demonstrations for Palestine were just at its peak. And I mean, all the student newspapers, I mean, just like publications in general were covering it. And I was the primary editor on all of those news stories. Towards the end of the year, I did a lot of the reporting for a feature story that was sort of like a large culmination of like all the reporting that we'd been doing the previous winter and fall quarter. But basically, like, we created a timeline, and it was because there was a protest that was held off campus, and there were so many other things that happened that year. But it was really, like, that was the most intense reporting that I had to do, and sort of approach it with, like, a level of sensitivity of learning how to, like, discuss this, like, international war that was going on and devastation, and, you know, kind of also centering it in our community and figuring out how to tell the story of what's going on and, like, what the students here were doing about it. And it really taught me a lot about, like, I feel like the importance of just documenting very big events like that. And it was also just, like, in my time of being a student, like, the most powerful movement led by student activists. Like, I don't know, like, it was just something that, like, everyone was following. People were going to demonstrations. And it was really, really powerful. And yeah, it was, for the whole year, like I said, I was editing those stories. I'm pretty sure Dylan had done some coverage related to that topic, and like I even edited like the story that he did for that. Yeah, and it really taught me a lot that year. I feel like I grew a lot. And it was my first year as a news editor too.
Wow.
So I was figuring that out, and I feel like it just kind of gave me like a very solid foundation for what I did the following year and this year too. Yeah, so that's kind of what sticks out for me.
Yeah. You know, like, I don't think a lot of people realize how powerful student journalism truly is, and like how like complicated it is for us to navigate where we are in the world right now, and then also where we are in the time of our like lives. We're all college students. We're all 19 to 22, 23 years old. And so it's like we're handling all of this really, really heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And then we also have to go to class in like 30 minutes after that. And it's like I just think it's, I don't know, especially like with like me joining the Spectator, I wasn't, like, to be honest, I wasn't very, like, I didn't stay up with the news that much. And then I joined, I learned all this stuff, and now it's like I've been involved with activism as well. And it's not something I never thought I would do in my life. But yeah, it's just really inspiring, and so that's where
that's what I think of too. Like, it was the reporting that and editing that I did that year that really felt like, wow, I'm contributing to this legacy of storytelling that has just been so crucial to, I mean, documenting history of Seattle U, but also just like in this larger moment. I don't know, it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of leads into my next question, I guess. I'm like, what does the Spectator mean to you? It's a deep question. Last year I started it off with this question.
Oh my god, I think we were like, whoa.
Yeah, literally it was the first question I asked. So yeah.
I think for me, I've just been thinking about this a lot already, because as of recording this right now, our last edition is going to come out in 3 days, which will be all of our last meeting. So I've been just reflecting a lot of, man, like, what have I learned in the past 4 years? Like, what has this taught me? And I think for me, student journalism has really been my education at Seattle U. And just getting the practical experience of just like the technicality stuff of like learning AP style, like how to be a better writer and editor, and sort of think of all of like these different components of putting together a powerful story and narrative, but also like how to talk to people in general, and like becoming like a better speaker in my classrooms because of that. Because I'm like thinking about like how to fledge out my ideas and these hard ideas that we also like grapple with in the newsroom. But I think for me, like, my biggest takeaway is that the Spectators really like fostered a sense of curiosity in me, and like just being willing to sit down and have conversations with people that I might not otherwise have. I think, I don't know, I've just been thinking about that a lot and how important that is. And I think we're kind of in a moment right now where people are really embedded in their social silos, and it's really easy to turn away from stuff that is hard. But as a student journalist, you're forced to grapple with that. And I've learned a whole lot from just being forced to talk to people and write a certain thing and write an email to someone that I'm like, I disagree with that, but we're going to proceed. And yeah, I just think, to me, it's been a place where I've been able to be curious, but hopefully through my writing and storytelling, and at least this year, like mentoring like the editors and the writers, trying to, I don't know, make other people curious too. So.
Dang, okay. I definitely agree that, like, I feel like, I mean, since I've only been here for 2 years, like, I kind of felt like I had to, like, kind of dive in immediately into doing stuff on campus, because, like, my freshman year wasn't really my freshman year, it was my junior year, and so I kind of put this expectation onto myself that, like, okay, you can't, like, you gotta just immediately start trying things, and, like, you can't be scared of it. And I think that, like, because of that, like, the Spectator has really been, like my main education here as well. And I think that, like, it's obviously, like, you go to classes and you do your assignments, but, like, this is something that, like, we choose to do and that, like, you choose to show up for every week. And I think there's something, like, really powerful in that, and, like, you learn a lot more from that, and you, like, a lot of that stays with you more than just, like, your classwork. And I think that, like, it's definitely, like, taught me, like, the power of, like, risk taking and, like, taking a leap of faith and, like, trying new things and, you know, going outside of your comfort zone. And, like, you know, like, I wasn't necessarily the most extroverted person, so, like, taking, like, I remember I would, like, start taking articles. I was like, okay, how many people do I have to talk to for this? And, like, how can I get around having to talk to, like, strangers and blah, blah, blah. But then as time went, I was like, wait, no, like, I want to talk to these people, and I want to, like, listen to them and have conversations with them. And, like, yeah, it was really fun to just, like, really step out of my comfort zone in that way, and, like, you know, just become more confident in myself as well.
It's funny that you say you were trying to avoid talking to as many people as you could, because you took only features. Like, I swear you
talked the most number of people
you probably
for that story.
Yeah. So I guess I was kind of contradicting myself.
No, the power of risk taking.
Yeah,
That's true.
what you were saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I kind of just, like, was like, okay, if you don't do this, you're never gonna do it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, it's, like, taught me a lot about myself, which I feel like in college is really important. It's like I've learned a lot of skills that I never even anticipated learning, and learned that I'm really can, like, do anything I put my mind to, which I think has been really valuable. I feel like I've learned how to tell really good stories, tell compelling stories, get people interested and engaged in things, which is also, like, very relevant to my major and what I'm interested in that. I think another thing that I think about that has been important, and I think is important for students, is, like, being at the Spectator, you're just, like, so up to date on what's going on at the school, which I feel like is very important, and a lot of people are not. It's like I would be bringing up stuff, like, that we were writing stories about in the Spectator, or, like, things I had learned in the Spectator in class, and people would be like, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, talking about Sundborg, who is, like, currently the interim president, a lot of people had no idea who that was. And, like, because I worked at the Spectator and wrote all these stories, it's like I had that knowledge. And it's like, I think it is important to know the history of the place you are and be up to date, especially at Seattle U, where you're paying a lot of money to be here. It's like, maybe learn a thing or two about your school.
Important to be informed.
Yes.
I think so. I mean, I've also met, like, some of my best friends through the Spectator, which I also has been very important, and very, very lucky to have done that.
Currently, the Spectator is the biggest part of my resume. But
Me too.
this seems to be something that surprises a lot of people when I tell them this, but I'm a business economics major.
Yeah.
And
I was surprised.
yeah, I remember you being surprised about it. But being in that major and learning about economics, a lot of the times it's very easy to be like, man, the world is very hard to live in, and a lot of things just suck flat out,
Yeah.
and there's nothing you can do about it. But I feel like being at the Spectator, it's proven to myself that I am capable of a lot of things, and it brings me a lot of joy to do this work that I feel is very meaningful. So that's kind of a big thing for me. But also it's like super fun, and the people here are awesome. It's great working with all these people because they're all really cool. But yeah, for me it was a big part of like a lot of the people who spoke before me said, it's a lot of like getting to know what's going on. It's a lot of like developing an awareness for things that are happening, and also like developing reasons to care as well. That was kind of the big thing for me. Just like it taught me to actually like be mindful of what's going on, because there's so many people out there, so many people that you can talk to, and they all have really interesting things to say to you. And it's kind of expanded what I consider to be like the world that I can perceive, right? So that's my big thing.
Yeah, I agree with what everyone said thus far, but I feel like for me specifically, because I joined just for my last year, I feel like it's really taught me a lot about my own skills, and it's actually given me a lot more confidence. I think working in this group has really made me like become who I am more so, and really develop my own sense of I can do things, I can do hard things, I can do new things, and like hell yeah, I can write an article, like I can actually just do that. Like it's fine, I have the knowledge and skills to do that even if I've never done it before. So I think just like a lot of personal development has happened for me at the Spectator, which I find extremely valuable, especially going into the job market, because I'm looking at these applications where maybe I'm like, oh, I don't fully fit the requirements, but I know I can figure it out, and I know I can do this job because of what I did at the Spectator. So it's been good for that.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. Yeah, retweet all of that. I think the communication is a big thing, because I'm not in the comms department, and I feel like, I don't know, you really can just like email pretty much anyone and be like, hey, can I like talk to you? And they won't be like, no, you're so stupid, I hate you, like I'm gonna kill you. Like no, like worst case scenario, they like don't respond, or they're like say something mean on email. So what? Like who cares? I appreciate that. I think confidence in my own abilities is a big thing, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna do this, like write this article or do this thing, and then I would do it. I think feeling like what you guys were talking about like campus, being informed on campus things. There's a lot of things that like might be relevant to like the SU community and like, or the Cap Hill community or Seattle community that like, I don't know, that are not being reported on by like other outlets necessarily, and feeling like I was like keeping people informed made me happy. And also like, particularly, I mean, with a lot of things, but particularly with arts journalism, and actually adding on to your other question about favorite things, Little Shop Hops column, love. I believe that was Caleb's idea. I think Chloe definitely came up with the name, but love, I love, and it was really cool to like get out of my like SU bubble and like talk to small business owners and talk to people, and also like artists and people who are like really excited to talk to me. Like, I've written articles. One time I wrote an article. It was like the second article I had ever written, and it was like, why isn't alcohol sold at Seattle U Sports games?
Yeah.
And I was in this big meeting, and they were like, such an odd angle. What do you mean? Like, not why is alcohol? They're usually asking why is alcohol sold at like college sports games. But like most other situations, when you approach it with care, like people are like, yeah, I want to like share this with you. And I think that's really, it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I would add some stuff to that, but I think you guys said quite literally everything that you could possibly say. And you know, I'll save it for my senior podcast in 2 years. So you'll see that.
Dang,
So tune in 2 years.
We can't even get a sneak peek into your mind. Your mind palace.
Or could you
This-
like beatbox?
You can
Right now?
beatbox when the
Write a
spectators
song
meant
about
to.
it.
I think just like the Spectator has genuinely been a place that I don't know how to explain it. Like literally, I walk around campus now, and a lot of my friends. I'm also involved in UFC, the Filipino club, and like they'll be like, Diego Dumlao from the Spectator, and I'm like, yeah. And in our Barrio Fiesta this year, there was a scene, at like towards the end, and I played it Diego Dumlao from the Spectator because they needed a journalist, and so I literally didn't know I was doing this, and then I was written into the script, and I was reading the script, and I was like, you know what, yeah, and so ever since then, that's what I've been referred to as, and so obviously the Spectator means like quite literally like it's everything to me.
It becomes your
Yeah.
identity.
Yeah.
Like
It gives
Yeah.
you purpose. It
Yeah.
gives you something
Yeah.
like, I mean, like going to class is like whatever, but like it's like,
The
okay, like
Spectator.
the Spectator.
I know we didn't have our Monday meeting tonight, and
was
I was
so-
like, it was
Yeah.
so weird.
It's like I have so much free time.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I have something, which I did have something because I had this podcast,
Yeah.
but like I didn't have a meeting, and I was like, I don't have my pitches or anything.
Is it even Monday?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Forgot the
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
I know, and so it's gonna be
I was
so.
in the meeting.
Oh, yeah, I was too.
Oh, okay.
I was
Nobody
there at
was
5:30.
No, there were no Leilas or Nijas.
Wow.
Lost souls.
Okay. So I have the last question for the Q&A portion before we head into the next section. I mean, what piece of advice would you give to incoming first years? It is a classic question.
I can start
Yeah.
as someone who was not a first year when they joined. I think this goes to the Spectator, but it also goes for everything else that I did at SU. If you're an incoming freshman, just do the thing. Like, you will see something, or you'll get an email, or you'll hear about something, and you'll think, wow, I should do that. I should really get involved. And then for some reason, they'll be like, oh, I don't have time, or I'm too busy, or I'm too tired, or I don't want to go all the way to camping basement at 7 p.m. on a Monday when I could be doing my essay or whatever. But just do it. Like, just go, try it out. My favorite parts of college have been from signing up for something that I wasn't really fully sure about and then committing to it. And I will say, if you're a freshman and you are attending as a comms major or want to go into journalism, your butt should be in the Spectator office every
You
week.
need the practical
If you are a
experience.
journalism specialization, I should not see you anywhere else.
Yeah.
You can't
Oh,
be a
wow.
basement.
You should not be getting to your senior capstone and saying, well, I'm going to do a sports journalism project because I want to go into that. Well, you've never done sports journalism with the Spectator. It's literally so easy. It's literally free
Shots
for you to
fired.
do, and it's guaranteed that you will get the
This does
portfolio
feel shocking.
experience. So take it from someone who joined really late. Join earlier.
Yeah.
I wish I did. And just go out there and join the things that you think are interesting because you only do college once most of the
Yeah.
time. Some people do it more times.
With that being said, if you are into sports and you love writing and you're in the comms department, I'm looking for people to write for me. So just literally let me know whenever, and I will.
Yeah.
we can make that happen.
The Spectator does that to you too. You just can't stop recruiting people.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've
Come
done this
to
before.
us.
too.
Join the cult.
Yes. Okay.
I think, well, just adding on to that and adding on to, you should write a movie review. I think a lot of people are intimidated by the Spectator, and I think that you can just try it, and there will be people who will guide you, like, along the way. And also, yeah, you can, like, I think there are a lot of things that are really accessible, like writing. If you're really into sports, writing about sports, or like writing a review. If you're really into like XYZ piece of media, like you can kind of make it your own, like, or even come in with a pitch or an idea that you want, or like just talk to people. Like it's very accessible, and there's like, you know, there shouldn't be any barriers to you coming, and if there are, you should talk to one of us and we'll help you get involved.
Yeah, and like, I know everyone's like, the Spectator's really scary. The Spectator is not scary, I
Are
promise.
we scary to you?
Not everybody's as scary as Diego
Dude,
is.
like, who are we? Like, who are we to scare you?
The Spectator is not scary. It's trying new things that are scary.
Yes.
But when you try something that's new and scary, more often than not, you're going to learn something about yourself in that process. And that might be, oh my gosh, I should have been here for the past 3 years and given Keagen a fist bump. Or it might be, I'm going to change my major after I did that because that didn't work well. But if you're not willing to put yourself out there and have new experiences, especially in this place, you're doing yourself a disservice. And you might join something and you might make some of your best friends in it.
Yeah.
Or you might have some really good stuff to put on your resume and it's actually your whole resume. And yeah, there's so much for people to try here too. If
Definitely.
storytelling through writing is not your jam, no problem. We got multimedia projects.
Yes, we do.
Very true.
There is so much for opportunity here, and you'd be a fool not to seize it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say like growing on that is like take that risk, and like also like journalism is so versatile. Like you can do so much, and it's genuinely like there are no boundaries, there are no limits. Like obviously you can come in and we can help and give you ideas, but it's like there's that like that movie that you like watch and you love talking about, like it'll be so easy to write about it, I promise. Or like if you have something that you've like just been so interested to learn more about, like journalism gives you that access to be like, gives you a purpose to like go inquire and be curious and figure things out. And I think it's like that's like one of the biggest things I feel like I've learned from journalism is that it's like you can literally do anything. And you can learn about anything, and you can go anywhere, and you can talk to whoever, and, like, maybe that'll even lead you onto a plane to New York, and, like, you know, like, it'll take you crazy places, and it's, like, I think that was, like, the biggest, like, that's the biggest thing you can take from this is, that, like, you just, once you get comfortable with it, you realize, like, it's not hard because you can literally do whatever you want, so.
And next thing you know, you're published in the Seattle Times.
Yeah.
I would second on like all of those things, like try new things and putting yourself out there, but also just don't be afraid to have fun, because like it is really fun to get to go out there and talking to people, and I've had really cool fun experiences through the Spectator, through things that like I proposed and put forward. Like my sophomore year, I wanted to go to Macon Rapinoe's last ever rain game. And I went, and it was really cool. So like, bring your pitches, bring your ideas. We want to hear them, and we want to get to you doing like really cool things. And because I like again put myself out there, tried new things, and also was willing to have fun with stuff, I have gotten to do very cool things during my time at the Spectator.
You'd be very surprised with how many people will say yes to you if you say you are a journalist.
Oh,
And
yeah.
part of a student org as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like if you like join the spec, you are a journalist. Like
Yeah.
that, like it's not like you have to like do a certain thing or have a certain credential. Like
You're a journalist.
you're a journalist. Like you're doing the work. You're
You
not
have a
even a
story to
journalism
tell.
student. Like you're a journalist immediately.
Yeah, so all of that. But also, I think that the most important thing, if I'm allowed to make my opinion on it, is actually two things. It's finding your people, and then doing something that you can own, right?
Right.
So, finding your people, I found a lot of very like-minded people at the Spectator. I met Zam Ortega, the former lead designer.
Shout out, Zam.
She
Shout
does something like really phenomenal with her like independent journalism
Yes.
thing. I didn't even know she was interested in doing that, but when I saw it, I was like, oh, that fits her so well, and she seems very happy doing something that she owns. It's like work that she can take ownership of, and it like feels real, right? And that's kind of what brought me to the Spectator, was that I wanted to do something that I could feel like I had put a tangible effort into bringing into the world. And that was really important to me. Finding your people, that happens on its own, but you have to do something, right? you're not gonna find your people sitting alone unless you're like really good at it. But like if you're like a really good looking person, I'm sure people will come up to you.
You're mogging in a
Right,
corner.
right.
Yeah.
Someone will walk up to you.
But yeah, but you know, it's easier to make your own luck and go out and find the people. And I promise you, those people exist, and they're not as scary as you might think, you know? So that's kind of the two things that I would recommend, at least making an effort to doing. Aside from like keeping up with your schoolwork, that's like hopefully you're doing that already.
You gotta put down that damn phone sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's true.
True.
Why are you looking at me?
Oh,
I thought Keagen
Ew.
was like side-eyeing me. And I
Okay,
was-
No, if
well,
anything, he needs
sometimes
to pick up his phone
You'll
more.
be in the Wednesday night meetings and there's a game and you're like,
Oh, that's true. He like
Well, 'cause
will
I'll
put
have
his face down here.
No, I'll have the game, and then I'll be
very
writing
important.
a weekend review.
sports
Yes, of
editor
course, sports
behavior.
editor, yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have to be writing. What is that? What are you doing?
Oh,
Hello.
I'm calling someone.
Diego
The
Dumlao,
phone.
sports editor of the Spectator.
Yes, that's exactly
well,
right.
you're right here anyway.
Oh, who was that? That was weird.
Did anyone not give their advice yet?
I think that's
I
everybody.
think
That's
we all
everyone?
did, yeah.
Okay. Well, then that wraps up the Q&A portion of the podcast. If you guys have been tuning in, right, you've been tuning in. Anyways, if you've been tuning in, as you know, there is a fun segment at the end of every podcast that is a surprise, and I have not told you guys.
I'm doing a funny dance.
Yes, so Leila, I'm gonna play the music and.
Yes,
No, I think she
that's
meant
pretty
you.
dancing.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh no. Anyways,
You've been doing so much dancing this year, though.
I have been doing a lot
Yeah.
of dancing this year. Okay, so for today's fun segment, I have chosen quotes from all of your guys' articles.
Oh.
And like it's not necessarily like a quote that somebody said, it's like something that you wrote.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you guys are going to have to try to guess two things. One, who wrote it? And two, what article is it from?
God.
How does that
Leila's
sound?
pickleball article.
Oh my god.
Every single one.
Every single one?
Wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay,
you guys ready?
tap into
Yeah.
my
Walking.
encyclopedic
Ready?
knowledge
Ready?
as a
Ready? Okay,
spectator.
okay, okay.
Let's go.
I feel like Natalie's gonna
Okay.
win.
Let's start with this one. Here's the quote.
I'm scared.
It says, I had no idea who you were before this Monday, but oh, I think you were my favorite menswear look.
That was
Oh,
Oh, that was
Yeah,
one.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
In Met Gala review
Gala.
1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Yes,
Let's go.
so-
Keagen would have
Because Hadia
edited that
edited those
article.
Met Gala reviews up, and
Yes.
they're sorry. I don't know if it's
We're gonna have to bleep that.
Because you eat them up, and that was so good. I remember reading that in the Casey building. And I was
So
like, you ate.
I believe it was John Amen. Was that? I think that's who it was.
The
No?
guy. Well,
Yeah.
as I wrote, I didn't know him before I wrote.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Good stuff.
But yes, that was
That was a
Hadia.
good poll. That was a good
Good,
poll.
that was
Okay.
good.
Okay, next one. It's possible for so many eager people to show up that some may have to wait before jumping onto a court.
Wait, jumping onto
Oh,
a
is that the
wait.
pickleball?
Leila
Leila's
pickleball.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, yes.
That was The game of dinks and overhead smashing.
Oh,
Colon pickleball.
the colon. I have a funny. I
Oh
have
my
two funny
goodness.
tidbits with that story.
Yeah.
I can tell. One of the interviews in that story is one of my friends, Eric, birthday twin. We were not friends yet, and I needed to talk to a random person about pickleball, and I met this other person who was like, "Yeah, I know this guy who played pickleball once with his grandpa during the summer." And I was like,
There we go.
"Perfect."
Yeah.
Freshman year reported behavior. I'm like, "You've done that one thing once. Let's talk about it." And we probably talked literally for like 2 minutes and 13 seconds, and in that, like, it was very
Exact
brief. I was like,
timestamp.
"Have you played pickleball?" And he was like, "Yeah, I did like one time." And I was like, "How'd you like it?" He was like, "Well, it's like big ping pong," and that was a really big hit with editors. And my funny second bit with
That's
that
true.
was because I was looking, well, yes,
Is it about the
recalling, yes. My funny tidbit about that is that the document name, or yeah, I think it was the document name, I titled it Pickles and Balls before, and
I remember you saying that.
I
remember
shared it
hearing
with the
that.
sports editor before changing it, and I was also doing layout design at this point, and so
Yeah.
I showed up, and I think they were still transferring them over, and I hear from the other room like, "Oh, haha, this is so funny, pickles and balls," and they're like, about the title for the document I wrote my article in. So
Was it costume at the time?
no, it was Matt Price.
Oh, Matt
Matt
Price. Okay,
Price.
that
Matt
before
Price.
costume.
Yeah.
Name your price.
Pickleball, I think, was the fastest growing sport in the U.S.
That was the
Wow.
The time.
the first sentence of that article.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go.
That-
Okay, so you guys are 2 for 2. Let's see, which one do I
Keep
want
'em
to go
coming.
with? Okay. The lush colors and decadent rooms and whimsical gardens of the Grange are pitted against the protruding pillars of rock, gritty lodgings, and despairing disrepair of the heights, creating a stark contrast.
Yeah, that's my
Wuthering
Wuthering
Heights
Heights
review.
That was the Wuthering Heights review.
Putting
I
every
knew
big
it.
word to use.
Fuck
Yes.
I was like,
So good.
Very long sentence.
It keeps going.
I know
Still
it's
going.
literally just one sentence.
Yeah, every sentence should be a run-on.
And I think the next
Yes.
sentence after that is still describing
Still
the room.
talking about it. Yeah. I'm still talking about the sets.
Yes.
Wow.
That's. I thought that I knew you were gonna know what that was, but for half a second I thought maybe people would get confused with that it was a Keagen article because that's a very
You got
Keagen
those
style.
vivid details.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
Keagen style.
Beautiful.
Tell me more,
Yes.
I
tell
know.
me
I thought it
more.
was me at first.
I was like, that's Wuthering Heights.
That is Wuthering Heights.
Yes.
True. It's imprinted
We
on my
left. We
brain.
picked one with the word heights in it.
That's true. I
Not
know.
that
I
we
should
wouldn't
have
have
cut
been
that
able to
out.
guess anyway.
It was at the very, very end of the very long
Yeah.
Yes.
sentence.
Yes.
Very long sentence.
Okay. Next one. While the rain is valued among Seattle residents, their disappointing performance over the weekend leaves many wondering what the rest of the season will look like.
Well, Keegan's written a rain
Yeah.
article before.
That's
So,
kind of what I
what's
was
the-
thinking.
What's
Are we
the,
getting baited right
I
now?
think
Will
what's
you
the
read it
decision?
one more time?
Yeah.
While the rain is valued among Seattle residents, their disappointing performance over the weekend leaves many wondering what the rest of the season will look like.
I think it's Keegan because
I
I,
don't
think
think I wrote
Keegan's.
that.
Well, I
Wait,
think Keegan's
no.
article was about the rain being bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it. Maybe that was me. Sorry.
Another
I don't-
bleep.
Broadcast.
I.
That's.
Wait,
I don't know.
I
I
kind
don't.
of don't think so though.
Wait, I
But
don't-
that's
I
the
feel
kind
like
of hook
it's
I would
not-
write
I don't
because I only wrote one
Yeah.
sports article.
I
That's the
don't
kind of hook I
think-
would write because I
Because
never
I
watched
just,
soccer.
I just don't think that I wrote that.
Okay.
Okay. Let's.
Okay.
Can, Wait, let's play
Wait.
some bets real quick. I'm
Okay.
gonna say Keagen.
I'm saying Keegan.
I'll say Keagen too.
Should we be
I
hedging
want
our
to go
bets
with
or?
Natalie. I don't think.
Wait,
No,
what's
wait,
It's up
no,
to
you're
you
trying to
guys.
mislead me.
I
think that
feel
was
I feel like Natalie. You would pick a different quote from Natalie.
you would.
Yeah.
You would.
So I'm going Keagen.
That yeah,
here.
that's a
Okay,
crazy
wait, yeah.
point,
This
but
is
yeah, I do
bait.
think that was
Or
me.
should I break the bet?
You
It's
can
up
you
to
can
you.
hedge.
What's
you
the
can
final?
hedge.
What's the
Leila.
final decision?
I'm gonna
I'm
say
actually-
Leila.
I'm gonna
Me?
break the bet because I kind of don't think I
don't know,
wrote
I
that,
just feel like it's,
and I kind of
can't
don't.
tell.
I don't
just
think
don't
I
know.
wrote
I kind of
Not so-
It's not
neither of you think-
Natalie, but like it's also not like.
Yeah, no, I wrote it.
I think a majority of
guys.
us.
Already was
say-
Hadia.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay, fine.
No.
A majority of
I'm-
us, I
I'm
think, say
locking in
Keagen.
Majority say Keagen.
Yeah.
It was Keagen.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was
That
like,
was a
I don't
crazy
think I
call.
wrote
That's
that.
crazy.
I knew that
That's
was gonna
crazy.
gonna throw you guys off.
That was a
That
good
must have
one.
been like your first or second article.
It was like, I think it was like my fourth, and I would just like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about sports. I didn't know who the Seattle Rain were.
Oh my gosh.
I like just like I just don't know anything, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
fine.
I
That's
think
totally
of
fine.
But that's the hook of someone who doesn't know. They're like,
Right.
Seattle likes the
Well,
Seattle
yeah.
Rain team.
the reason that I thought it wasn't me is because I know for a fact that the Rain articles I've written is about Megan Rapinoe leaving, them winning the Shield my freshman year, and then the other game I went to, they did actually win, even though they kind of sucked. And then I wrote another article that I didn't go to a game that was about like this is how they're like gearing up to get better.
Yeah.
I think that's all of them. I might have written more. But none of the articles that I've written about the Rain have been about like specifically they did bad that
Right.
in the game that weekend.
No specific, just like game coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I was gonna cover the game and then they lost, and I was like, what do you?
Well, the second time I went to cover them, I thought they were gonna
They
lose.
did bad.
And then they won.
It's never fun.
Well, and then what I had to do, I was like, who do I interview for this? And I interviewed my coworker. No, wait. One side note, I interviewed one of my coworkers from Grounds about something with Megan Rapinoe. I can't remember. I don't think it was for this. I don't remember what this was for.
Different
But
thing.
he was like, well, Megan Rapinoe used to practice out there on Logan Field. She'd come so early when she wasn't even supposed to be there. I'd say, Megan Rapinoe, you can't be here. Megan
Right.
Rapinoe, you gotta go.
Yes.
But Megan Rapinoe,
This
she
happened.
just stayed out on that field. I was like,
That's so silly.
Oh my
first
gosh.
name, last name.
Scene
Anyway.
from a movie, actually.
Yeah, literally. Megan Rapinoe, you gotta go home.
I can't be
but
here.
Give us the next one.
Okay. I think we have 2 more left. Okay. This one's a long one, but I might just cut it off halfway through because I put
No,
in,
read
like,
the whole thing.
I put in 2 sentences.
So it's
Just read
Keagen.
It's okay.
No, it's not, because we
Okay,
already
go
did
for
me.
it.
It's gonna be one of y'all.
We're living in a time where people are making blatant attempts to control the larger narratives that influence public thought, with journalism as a whole sitting in the middle of this struggle for power.
Who would write that? Who wrote this
Your
garbage?
opinion is not
Very,
garbage.
very good.
Or was that you wrote a journalism one?
I
Yeah.
did
Oh, wait,
write a
no,
student
journalism
Student
is-
journalism
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
I did write
At
a
the beginning
student
of the year.
journalism
Yeah,
one.
this was this first edition this year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
first
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah, first
Eat 'em
edition.
up.
I
Gotta
remember that.
fill out that paper.
Yeah.
Fill out that paper.
Fill those pages.
That's true. And
So
you know what?
real.
It was really good.
That was really
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I
wow,
reread it today.
thank
I thought it was nice.
That's so nice
Love
of
it.
you.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you wouldn't guess that the journalism guy would like the journalism article. But,
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
yeah, that one was. I didn't know what I was writing, if I'm honest. But you know, I was very I still am. I'm still very passionate about student journalism. It is
Yeah.
terribly important.
Yeah. Okay. I think this last one, you can kind of get it from process of elimination. But-
the article.
Aside from displays of items from the films, there were interactive elements throughout the exhibit. Visitors can try their hand at at matching up dialogue to expressions, creating their own stop-motion animation with figurines of characters from the movies, or generating a short stop-motion of themselves in a photo booth.
This is my review of the Leica exhibit at the Mo
I was
Pop.
yes.
Yes.
Freak.
Yes.
Yeah. Leica behind
Yeah.
films such as Coraline
Yeah.
and
Yes.
The Box Trolls.
That was a
and you
cool
did a
exhibit.
fabulous coverage.
It seemed
of
really
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't read this before.
Winter
so-
Ball was there 2 years ago.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I will
lit.
say, I had been to a Leica exhibit at the Portland Art Museum, and Leica's from Hillsborough, and I thought it was better there.
Oh,
I mean,
Sorry.
that's like
No,
those
thank
are their
you for
stomping
your
But
grounds.
also-
yeah, true.
When I went to that, I made my older sister come with me, and then I had to talk to people at the exhibit, obviously, and I had never done that before, so I made her like walk away, and I stood outside of the exit of the exhibit for probably like 5 or 10 minutes before I got the courage to like go up to someone and be like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?"
Well, I mean, this was pretty early on, right? Was it? What year was it? Like second year,
winter
first
quarter?
year?
That
It was my
probably
first.
so-
I
was
think it was
first
my
year?
first year.
Yeah.
It was spring quarter, I think, because I also interviewed someone in one of my classes that like she had a Coraline keychain or something. And I was
Mm.
like, I have something to talk to you about.
we need
We
to talk
can
right
relate
now.
Yeah.
to something.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that you guys all remember everything that. Well, not maybe not everything, but like these ones specifically, you guys remembered everything because you got all of them right. And so I think that's very impressive. And Keagen remembered the ones that they edited.
Yeah.
So that's-
I certainly did. Well, because people keep writing fire stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Just keep, boom, fire, fire, fire. I want more. Bring more to the
We need a Spectator on fire graphic now.
Matthew?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bring that fire to the Spectator.
Speaking of remembering things, I remember what Caleb said about my major in one of the Cherry Street chat.
In Cherry Street chat?
Yeah, he ranked.
Yeah, and one
he
of like
ranked,
the first ones.
Oh.
He ranked
Econ.
economics at the bottom, and he
Oh,
said
no.
it wasn't real.
Caleb.
Oh my
do you,
god.
Do you guys hear that? That's crazy.
Oh, wow,
That
it's
was
all it's
in-
all coming
That was
out.
in the
Yeah.
episode with Diego Gonzalez.
Yes.
Oh.
They
Yes.
ranked majors.
And we brought him
Funny,
back
if
on again this
economics
year,
are
and we did it
real.
again.
Yeah,
Yep.
I talked to one of my econ
let
major
everyone-
friends about it, and he was like, "We gotta get on Cherry Street chat and rectify the situation."
And here you are.
So yeah, Caleb,
That's hilarious.
any day, anytime.
Sign the contract.
With one eye open. If economics,
I'm
I
coming to
wish
the
economics were
Tri-Cities.
real.
Yeah.
Let's all start like trading.
We're gonna take a road trip to Kennewick.
Bring back bartering.
Pull up
Oh.
on Caleb.
BBB, bring back bartering. Bring BYOB, bring your own barter.
Okay.
That's what I want. See,
That's
you
good.
start a new economic
We've been in
system.
this room for too long.
Bring your own
It's just so
barter.
much fun.
I know. I'm
much
kidding.
fun.
Got
I'm
a
joking.
full degree in warmth.
Yes, I think it genuinely has.
Dude, I
Okay.
got my degree in warmth.
This is like how it feels on Wednesday nights. We're just in that
When
room.
we're like ready to shut our laptops and be done, but we can't
Shut
be
our mouths.
done.
I know.
Shut
You just keep
Tell me
talking.
about it.
Okay. Yeah, see, we're not scary guys.
Except for him.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That guy beat me up.
What? Oh no.
I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it
Me
too.
too. I am a
Saw it.
witness.
Shoot, 6
I'm a witness.
sources?
So which
It's
one
a
is it? Is
feature
that
length.
slander or libel?
Hey, I mean, we need those.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess thank you guys for joining me today. I guess I'll do my little
I love you.
sappy thing.
Good night.
No, but genuinely I appreciate all of you guys very much.
Oh.
And like I know Hadia's the same age as me, but but
What?
anyways, like I do look up to all you guys a lot, and I appreciate everything that you guys have done for me, and for everyone in the Spectator. But yeah, I love all you guys.
Thanks.
So thank
Aw,
you, thank you so much, and I
Spectator wouldn't be what it is without you.
That's so true.
Stop.
Retweet.
Stop.
Retweet.
I'll probably say something sappy again on Wednesday. So
Same.
we'll go ahead and wrap this up. The producer is telling me I need to wrap it up. So our middle camera is gone now, so I'll look at this one. But
Oh.
thank you so much for tuning in to the final episode of the 2025 to 26 academic year. As always, be sure to check out our YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed. Also, check out our Instagram at the Seattle Spectator. And also check out our website, seattlespectator.com. If you want to tune into any past or future episodes, check us out on wherever you get your podcast, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. You guys know the tradition by now. We look into the camera and we say, see you next time on Cherry Street.
See you next time on Cherry Street.
I was looking over here.
It wasn't-